Okay, we back. And we back. And we back. And we back. Hey. Okay. Hey. Hey, welcome back. Hey. What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good Sunday. Hope y'all are having a good Sunday and y'all enjoying yourselves.
Cause we about to get to it. We about to get to it. Believe that, baby. Hey.
Okay, you not private no more.
Hey.
Now you playing some lovey-dovey music. Okay, we back.
It was a song that came on right after that.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, that's usually not the vibe on the Sunday.
It's usually not, dog.
You're usually all in love on a good Sunday. Today, no, not so much.
I be Mr. Lover, dog. I can turn up sometimes too. I can turn up with the best of them.
Okay, is that the turn up move? Is that the dance?
This is the old man dance.
You gonna hurt your damn shoulder. You gonna hurt your shoulder.
I'm talking about these shoulders solidified, sweetie. Solidified.
Okay.
How you doing though? How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm still doing the cranberry juice. I'm not doing the liquor.
We back. Yeah, man. I get it. And we back. Yeah, I feel you, man. How's that working out for you?
It's a struggle.
Is it?
It's a struggle. Yeah, especially on Tuesdays when I go out for Taco Tuesday.
It's not the same, huh?
I feel like that margarita and that taco just go together, so.
That Taco Tuesday hit a little different, huh?
Right. But I mean, I found some other alternatives to help me get to where I need to be. But,
I'm going to leave it alone.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's up, everybody, man? I hope y'all having a wonderful Sunday. And, man, peace and blessings to all my kings and queens. Peace and blessings. Hope y'all feeling good, because I am. Hope y'all got a drink, because I do. You already know what the vibes is. It's Rose vibes. I did change my brand. This is the first Sunday I don't have my go-to brand. And don't like it, but I'm going to drink it, though.
Oh, yeah. That's alcohol abuse to waste it. Don't do that.
You can't waste it.
Yeah, it's alcohol abuse. Don't do that.
You can't do it.
Don't do that.
And I'm repping mine. Never at my city. You know what I mean? I'm never home, but I'm always repping.
Okay.
We might not have a football season, but I'm always repping. You dig? What's poppin', family? How you doing? What's poppin', people, man? I hope y'all feeling good. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody that's joining in. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
I'm ready.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
All right. So we got to start with the ratchet conversations, man. We got to start with before we get into our adult conversations, we got to talk about the ratchet dumb stuff.
Okay.
So be more all day. Thank you. Salute. And me, we got to talk about the ratchet dumb stuff. So this week, these past couple weeks, I guess when the song actually came out, it's been a lot of controversy surrounding the WAP.
The wet ass pussy. Got it. Go.
So it's been a lot of controversy surrounding that song, right? What are your thoughts? I'm curious to know.
So I'm gonna be very honest.
Please be very honest. Please be
very honest. I have not listened to the song the whole way through.
Really? And why is that? Why is that?
I mean, because it sounds like every other song, so I don't understand why this one's generating such a buzz, because it sounds like every other rap song that these two women in particular make. So I don't understand why people. Somebody said WAP queen. Yeah. So I don't understand why people are having a whole conversation about that when there's so many other things going on in the world. I don't don't care. Now, if when they when they open the world back up and they play it, am I gonna be out there dancing? Sure, I'll two-step. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me having a whole conversation about it, I'm not learning anything from it. I know what my pussy do, so I don't need to have a conversation about it.
Okay. Good. Okay. Shit. All right. God, we started early today, I see.
I said what I said, okay?
We start early today, I see.
And I ain't even drinking today, y'all, okay? Listen.
So Pete, man.
That's where pussy matters, yes.
I can't stand y'all, yo.
I love you.
I can't stand y'all, yo.
I love you. Grab about the pussy. Go ahead.
So the joint that's funny to me though, because like I see an influx of people that are only saying like, I don't know why y'all mad, but I don't see nobody mad about it. Like I genuinely don't see nobody that's talking about how they don't like it. Like, nah, this ain't nothing new. Women been talking crazy on records, like that's part of the culture. Like, so it's like I see a lot of people talking about other people mad, but I don't see the other side of people actually saying that they mad about the song.
I don't. Like I said, it's not something I'm gonna give a lot of energy to. Not for me. I don't. Okay, I did see people were saying that they were mad.
Yeah, what's poppin', Megs?
They were mad because she had Kylie Jenner in the video and not Jordan Woods. So I did see that. I did see they started a petition to
I saw that too.
Remove her from the
She said we been
wapping. Okay, ain't nothing new. What we talking about this shit for? That's what I'm saying. So
No. She got to get the real narrative because Cardi talking about I don't cook, I don't clean. Her and her husband got a whole bomb business when it comes to cooking. Like, so that's a false narrative. She got a ring for a whole different reason. Like,
listen, so I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, whatever, right? It's a song. That's it.
It's a song.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Kaya was talking reckless way before then. Like, I mean, like this ain't nothing new. This has been.
Thank you. That's how I feel too. It's nothing new. So why are we having this conversation about it?
I don't know, man.
Neck,
like
my
people.
back.
Hey.
Like, why are we having a conversation about it?
What you talking? And what's my Akinelli? Come on now, that's a classic.
Come on. Okay, man, Trina. Okay.
Man, it's been a thing, but I did see the joint about Kylie Jenner and what people don't involve. Like Kylie Jenner is a brand. Like I mean, she VH1, she Telecom, all that, and so is Cardi B, so is Megan Thee Stallion. That's 3 bands just coming together. Like I mean, they didn't start just hanging out at parties for no reason. They doing it so they can get money, man. That's a bag involved in that. So y'all can get mad all you want, but they getting paid behind that because Kylie Jenner got more followers than Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
And guess who just became fans of Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B? Her fans. Right. Now they got that. It's all about the money, Dad. It's all about the money.
At the end of the day. And that's why I'm like, Adina Howard, thank you. Thank you.
Adina Howard, man. I seen somebody post that earlier. Like, she been on it. The old school.
I don't understand why I don't understand why we having conversations around it. It's a song. Move forward.
Man, next topic.
Yeah, next.
Next topic. So a couple things. Like, it's a soft transition. But actually, I'm gonna bring this up because one of my homegirls that's on here right now, she was talking to me about this, and I don't know, it's a narrative. She was talking about what is your BDE. BDE. Apparently it was an interview with the City Girls. I said we got to get all the rats and stuff out and talk about the real stuff.
Go ahead.
So it was an interview with the City Girls. I mean, and they was on, I guess, the Shade Room, and they was on the Breakfast Club, and they was talking about what dudes BDE is. For those of you who don't know, BDE stands for Big Dick Energy.
Okay, go ahead. This is gonna be a good one. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Okay, go ahead.
And they was talking about what's your BDE, like, you know what I mean, and what attracts them, and then they was talking about how they don't mess with broke dudes, and I didn't see the interview. I haven't watched the interview. You know what I'm saying? I don't really listen to the City Girls. I mean, ratchet music is okay sometimes, but that's not, like you said earlier, I usually be on my R&B groove. Like, that's my groove. That's me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that, it's funny to me. Like, it's just interesting that I see, you know, I don't know. I think like women be getting a lot of, and like this is not to bash women, but like me speaking from a male perspective to a woman, so that's how I'm gonna talk about it. But like, I feel like I see in a lot of interviews that women are like, throwing hardworking man under the bus. Like I seen B Simone talking about how she wouldn't date a dude that has a 9 to 5 because he don't understand the hustle. And I'm like, that's one of the biggest hustles in the world. Which you
Yeah.
just because he scam and just because he swipe cars and sell drugs, like, no, that's not a
Right.
dependable. Like I got a 401k. Like, you know what I mean, like what we talking about here? Like,
Right.
but yet you recently got on, and that could be gone in the blink of an eye because you trying to live this false facade that you really can't afford. I can afford the stuff I pay for. You trying to get a Range Rover, all the rest of that stuff, and your car payment through the roof. You know what I mean, you written a mansion that you can't afford and all the rest of that stuff, but you want to look good for the gram.
Bragging about
You know what I
shit you
mean,
don't even own. Yeah.
that you don't own. Like, you know what I mean, yeah,
Right.
that's cool for your followers, but what do you really have? What's
Right.
like? I mean, like Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Get. Okay. Get. Let's go back to this big dick
Thoughts?
energy. That's what I want to talk about. Let's go back to that.
Oh yeah, big dick energy.
Yeah. Let's go
What?
back to that. I'm ready for this.
It's something that I've heard about before. I mean, it's something that I'm familiar with. Uh, and I just feel like it's I didn't know it was different types. I just thought it's something you exude or something you don't. Um, I've been told, not that's just not me saying this. I've been told I give off BDE,
Okay.
and I I don't know how.
WAP
Like,
is
I
in
mean,
WAP.
my I guess I
I
didn't
got
know it was different types, but I guess
distracted. I got distracted.
that's my BDE energy. Like, you know what I mean, that's just the way I carry myself. Like, I don't have a false level of confidence. Like, I mean, I've been this way my entire life, and like I can't. It would be crass to speak about myself in that way, but I mean, I've just heard positive things from the women that I have interacted with. So, I mean, that energy that's just my everyday energy. Like, I can't help that God is, blessed me in ways that He hasn't done for others.
So, met some confident um men who you would think that they dig big. I'm gonna say it. You would think they dig big. I have
Okay,
one. Let me tell you, true story. Okay, I
tell me the true story. I'm here for it.
okay. I had one guy, so damn sexy, super confident. I mean, walk with all kinds of confidence. 120. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
he used to run my bath water, used to have my
Mm-hmm.
food ready. I mean, owned his own.
Mm.
He was just, I mean, check, check, check. And I was like, yes. So then I finally
Okay.
decided to give this man some. And y'all, true story. I went to work the next day and cried to my homegirls at work because I was so disappointed in the size
Wow.
of the dick. Now, it could be because WAP does exist, okay, and the falling out was real, but I cried, and although he had this list of that was not gonna work, but he was so confident. He was so confident. Then
So
I
it
just thought, what?
so it's not the size of the boat. It's not. I mean, it's the size of the boat. It's not the motion in the ocean.
Wasted body. It don't even count for me. What you mean? It
Y'all
never
ain't shit for that,
happened.
dog.
It never happened. Listen,
So
he was,
it's the
and
motion
that's
in the
why I
ocean
sent
and
it
not the
out.
size of the boat. That's what y'all been saying for years. It's the motion in the ocean.
Who,
It's not the
who
size of
is
the boat.
y'all? I never said that. I never
I've
said,
heard it.
who is y'all?
You've
Who is
heard it
y'all?
before, but you heard it before.
He had catfish dick, yes, queen.
Yo, y'all acting up today. I'm not with y'all right now, dad. I'm
Listen,
not gonna deal with y'all
yes,
acting up
queen.
today.
He did. I mean, I was like, oh my, he's so like sexy, like, oh my God, like sexy. Just walk with a like, I dated another guy. He was 6'5". You would think that thing was like an elevator button, y'all.
Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. So question for you. So bomb. So what we're saying is, get my understanding, because I didn't know it was different types of BDE. I learned that today. So what you're saying is BDE can be a false narrative, or does BDE need to match the equipment that you're working with?
I think it matched because I've met a guy who I thought, you so goofy. It ain't gonna be about nothing, right? You just goofy.
Like, and he came through with the elephant trunk.
Touch my soul.
But ain't that a thing for y'all? Ain't confidence? Doesn't confidence go a long way
Confidence
with women?
is sexy as shit. Sexy. I love a confident man. I love a confident, not cocky man. There's a difference.
Okay. What's the difference?
But cocky, you loud. I don't need a loud man. I don't need you to be loud with it. Like, you just gotta. Okay. I like quiet confidence. Okay. So yeah, I see, and some of the men that walk around just confident as hell, and you like, why, bro? Knock it off. We know.
Hold up, that's wrong though. I'm speaking for the brothers that don't have something to speak about. But so you trying to say, like, I can't, that not me. I'm just speaking for man in general.
Get that disclaimer for you.
I'm speaking for man in general. But like, I can't give. So I gotta be a humble nigga because my dick little. Like, I can't.
Hey, do what you feel. Just don't bring that energy over my way. Go home, move around. Move around. I don't play about that. That's a quick way to piss me off. Move around.
B-Dot said cocky is unattractive. Okay.
It is. You have detective skills. Yes.
So first off, she said real meat watchers know what. So do you know? Is that true? What she said is true?
Yeah, we know.
How do y'all know?
Hey, move on. What's the next subject? I ain't telling no secrets, y'all. Queens, I ain't telling no secrets. Go ahead.
We telling secrets. We ain't telling
no secrets.
We telling secrets. Because I don't even feel like. I was about to tell him myself.
Gotta easily sit down, you know.
Yeah, let's move on. I was about to tell him myself, but let me go ahead. Let me move it along.
Because I don't even.
This is being recorded. Let me sit and move on.
Okay. I'm ready.
I hope y'all got drinks out there. I know she doesn't, but you know, she got her cranberry. I mean, cheers.
Shut up.
Cheers to everybody that's out there with me though. Mm-hmm. So one thing we were talking about, actually, since we on this topic, you know what I mean, like, very recently I was talking to my homegirl and we were just discussing how nowadays, I don't know if it's the age that we came to, but I feel like when I was in my 20s, people talked about their status as it relates to STDs more prevalently than I have heard in my 30s. So, I had a routine doctor's visit 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Anyway, so a situation that happened as far as a young lady that I was dating that will be on our first episode of our podcast, and I'll go more in detail. I just went ahead and just did the whole full panel, dog. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Your boy ain't never studied for the test, but your boy ain't never failed it either. Negative all the way down.
Okay, go ahead.
But I feel as though people talk about how much money you making, what you want your future to be, a whole bunch of other stuff before we discuss what's your status. When's the last time you got tested? Have you ever had STDs? And it's almost like it's a cliche conversation. I seen a post that somebody said, like, it was like, "Dad, if we got to put on the rubber, dog, just let me know. Let me know when you trust me and holler at me later." Like, is that where we came? Is that where we're at now in society? Like, are people that turned off about being about knowing that I'm safe and I'm having sex with somebody safe. And then earlier I was talking, and it was just like, "Dog, what happened? Whatever happened to condoms?" Like, I mean, and I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, I mean, you know, meet to meet is an amazing thing when you have a person that you trust
Right. A person that
and
you trust.
a person.
Keyword.
But yeah, just for me personally, like I've dated, and I feel like that isn't as, it's a very important conversation, but like people talk about a lot of things before we get to that, and I feel like that should be at the top of the list. What have been your
No, I
experiences?
have those conversations. The young man I'm dating now, we had that conversation before we even, like, I needed to know, like, hey, we're not going to do anything without safety first. We're gonna
Safety first.
right? And he let me know every 6 months, show me his status. It's important. I had a conversation with a couple of girlfriends,
Shit, what's poppin', shorty?
and she said the same thing. She said before her and her boyfriend, they've been together for, I think she said 4 years. She said before they even did the meet to meet, okay? Before they did the meet to meet, they both went and
I didn't make this up.
They both went and got tested together.
Okay.
I think it's important. I think as responsible adults, you should be.
Roommate.
Before you even go there. I get it. We all like what we like. We all like what we like, but let's also be responsible. Because it's definitely things you can catch that you cannot get rid of out there.
That's a fact. So
Right?
question though, so for that friend, I mean, I don't, and I'm assuming this wasn't the case, but so say that you're dating someone and you take that step. I feel like that's a bold step to take, because I mean, what if one person comes back with something wrong and the other person doesn't? Would you continue to pursue that relationship if you guys have something genuine?
I don't know about that, Horace.
I'm asking. These are the tough questions. These are the tough questions that people want to know.
I don't know about that.
I mean, this guy has all the checklists. Like he got a great job, great career, his own home, everything that you look in this right column, he has. Y'all get tested together, and he comes back with this. Is that a deal breaker? Like these are like, because it's out there. You know what I'm saying? It is out there. I mean, and there are wonderful people that have it out there. So what like, is that the end of the story, or are you willing to work with someone that if they are protected? You know what I'm saying? And y'all are using protection, and they are using, if they have medication, they're taking their medication. Like, that's a real thing now. Like, I mean,
It is a real thing. I can't honestly answer that question.
that's fair.
Can't. What about
That's
you?
fair.
What about you?
I didn't say it for you to say it back to me.
Oh, no. This isn't you. You asked me questions. That's how this goes. I can't honestly answer that question though.
It would depend on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would depend on the degree of the relationship. It would depend on what it is exactly. It's a lot of what ifs, man. I haven't been in a situation before, so I can't necessarily speak to it. But it definitely would be a lot of what ifs. But I wouldn't necessarily cancel it out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just, it's a lot of
Factors that you gotta, a lot of things you gotta factor in
yeah,
to give an honest answer.
yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So going right along with that, I mean, so we talking about stuff that might make or break relationships. So another thing that I want to discuss was like red flags. Jesus, like, again, like in my last relationship, I had more red flags than a dirty football game.
And how long did you stay in that last relationship after you see those red flags?
Way too fucking long. Way too long. Period. Like,
we all done that.
Way too long. We've all
done that.
I can say, honestly, I can say her and I broke up in 2018. But you know, like that breakup relationship where y'all broke up, but y'all still act like y'all together.
Red flag number one is very, very low dick energy. Bitch, I'm running.
Y'all done made my damn watch come
I
off.
got my track shoes on. You hear me? I'm running for my life, Jesus.
Hey, man. Hey,
I'm
y'all done made
allergic.
my whole watch come
I'm
off.
allergic to that, y'all. I break out in hives. I'm not even.
Hey, I want y'all to keep the same energy because a lot of y'all, man, hey.
A lot of y'all what?
So
A lot of y'all what?
hey, we gotta have the big meat, you know what I mean? But y'all can get away with having the little booties though. But I don't nobody say nothing. And they don't. And if we talking about the equivalency, a lot of chicks think they got that whack, and they got that whack.
Well, I don't know. I don't.
I ain't talking about you. I don't know.
Doesn't
I can't
apply.
speak.
Doesn't apply.
I'm just saying. It's a lot of chicks.
Doesn't apply. I don't know.
Hey, it's a lot of women singing that whack song, and it's like, yo, your joint been dry for a minute.
You're so disrespectful. I can't speak on things I know nothing about.
Dry ass box.
Anyway, I think there's a lot of things that I look
Hey,
for. Like,
Nicole, ain't nothing wrong with having a whack and then having a flat back, dad. Get it, queen.
I'm gonna move around.
Hey, don't, people tell me to rack. I ain't got no problems with the flatbacks, dad.
Okay,
I swear to God.
okay, we with the bars.
Okay, I'm just saying, it's just women that be talking like, hey, you gotta have that long meat. Be like, I look past the little butt, like, you know what I mean, like. Again, I'm speaking for the dudes that have no voice.
Little booties matter, man. Little booties matter.
For the same aspect.
But you know what though? You can see what size her ass is from get go. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Pull your dick out.
But y'all,
did you see there was?
Y'all be looking at.
I gotta send you this like commercial thing I seen. Somebody sent it to me where it's like
that's how you get charges. I can't do that in this thing.
Like that's how you get that. That's how you get that. There's an app where it's like. Men have to show their dicks first before at the first of the date to see if you want to proceed. I was like,
it's an app that does that?
No, it was like somebody had sent it to me. I have to send it to you when we get off here so you can see it. I was like, I think that's creative.
I think that's crazy, Dad. Because the equivalent would be, I need you to show me your box, and y'all ain't doing the same thing. Matter of fact, no, I ain't even gonna start.
Send nudes, okay?
I ain't even gonna start, dog.
Go back to the question. I'm not doing this with you.
So the question was about red flags, dog. So when do you see red flags in a beginning relationship, and when do you back out? Because I'll be honest, I saw a million red flags. Like in the very beginning, and I'll tell the story as fast as possible. But like this, I was dating this young lady. I mean, my ex-girlfriend. I mean, she's no longer relevant. But I was dating this young lady, and we went to a concert. It was a Babyface Anthony Hamilton concert.
Okay, very sexy. Okay.
It was a Strawberry Fest. For those of you who don't know, Strawberry Fest is like a big thing. Yeah. It's a big thing in Florida. And Anthony Hamilton was there, Babyface was there, so we had a great time. We vibing. Anthony Hamilton come on stage, the Hamilton's on stage, we vibing. Mm-hmm. She like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So bam, we go to the bathroom. You know, I'm being a gentleman. I got my umbrella. She like, hey, you doing all this? Like, let me just hold on to the umbrella. I'm like, cool. We go back in. Babyface is on stage. Like, we wait. Like, we don't go to our seats immediately. Like, we just chilling, just vibing, just watching the music. Then eventually security guards like, hey, y'all got to go back to y'all seats. So we go back to our seats. Mm-hmm. I'm looking, not really paying attention, but we vibing. And I'm like, hey, where's my umbrella? And she like, I think I left it in the bathroom. Now, for those of you who don't know, Strawberry Fest is like thousands and thousands of people.
Right.
I'm like, oh, well, let's go get it. You know what I mean? She doesn't move. Now, and the umbrella has sentimental value. Like, it was an original Burberry umbrella that my mother gave to me, that she got in the 90s. Like, a real Burberry. Like, back when the joint wasn't even hot. Like, it wasn't even a popular thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I had a joint since, like, 1996. Like, when Burberry wasn't even popular. Like, so, real Burberry. You know what I mean? And, like, I'm like, okay, well, let's go get it. Shorty doesn't move. I'm like, it's in a woman's bathroom? She like, yeah. She like, I'm like, so can we go get it? She like, I'm gonna wait until after the song. I'm like, fam, it's raining outside. It's an umbrella. There's nothing that says that it's gonna be there when you get back. Mm-hmm. Still doesn't move. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll go get it myself. So I'll go get it, right? The bathroom locked. They closed the bathroom for the night. The bathroom locked. I mean, I find an attendant. I'm like, hey, I think I left my umbrella in there. So eventually she comes down. She gets the umbrella. The umbrella was in the stall she was in. She takes the umbrella. She gets the umbrella. She walks out. We don't go back to the concert. She walks straight to the car. Now, mind you, this is a big venue. So she walks past me to go to the car, and I have to trail her for at least a half a mile. We get in my car. She doesn't acknowledge that she was wrong in doing so. In her head, she like, nigga, it's an umbrella. I'll buy you another one. I'm like, fam, it's not even that. It's an umbrella. For one, it's an umbrella my mother gave me, and for two, it's just like, how wasteful is that? If you knew where it was, let's just go get it. So we don't talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a positive person. I don't like negative energy, so I play gospel music the whole time. Whole time we driving gospel music. Rain, hey, hey, I smile. Even when I'm down, I smile. I'm just driving, right? We ain't said shit. We ain't said shit the whole fucking way, right? I'm just driving. Then we get to a house, right? I park, put the car in park. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I wanted to see Babyface. I feel like you fucked up tonight. And she looks at me and says, have a good night. Got out the car. Red flag number one. Red flag number one. I should have left her ass alone then, but I did not.
Yep. Must have that WAP. Go ahead.
And I was about to say, this might have been before I got the WAP, but it might not have been. I don't remember. But the WAP wasn't a WAP. It was
Go ahead.
So the end of the day, I saw multiple red flags, but then I continued to deal with it. I mean, and this was the first time that I had experienced a genuine toxic relationship. Like, I was in a very toxic relationship. And for those of you that don't know, it ended the way that it was supposed to because it was so damn toxic.
You get on my nerves. Okay. But you gotta ask yourself, why did you stay?
The reason why I stayed is because
it was still new. So why stay?
Because she had a lot of good qualities, right? And I felt as though, like, relationships aren't perfect, and so you got to work through things and work through what is bad and what is good with that individual. And what I didn't do and what I didn't realize, it's not about what you like or what you love about this person. It's about what you can't deal with. And in that relationship, I very much learned what I'm not able to deal with whatsoever. I needed her to go through that. So now when I see it again, I'm like, oh, fuck that.
It's a lesson. That's a good lesson. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but for me, it was like, I'm just trying to work it out because me and my little sister used to call her El Presidente because she did everything right. I got in a car accident and she was like, hey, where you live at? This is like when we first started dating. She was like, where you live at? I was like, I mean, I live da-da-da. And she was like, oh, okay. And then like a couple days later, she was like, hey, what's your email? I was like, my email is so-and-so. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then she sent me, she set up a massage she set me up a massage appointment. I mean, like, she did everything perfect. Like, the first time we went out to a date, like, I'm buying drinks, buying stuff to eat all night. She was like, it's my turn. Let me get you around. Like, and it's all like this sounds like stuff that is very simple, but for me, like, this was new. Like a lot of times I date, women don't do that. Women wait until, I feel you. Like, I didn't like her at that point. Like, but she did something for me, and it was like, okay, like, this is different.
She showed you her representative.
I wouldn't even say it was a representative because I feel like that's the person she is. But then she also had a whole nother side that I didn't know.
And then you know what? Those are conversations people don't have when they first start dating. Is what can you deal with, or what are deal breakers?
Right.
Because I'm a big person on don't waste my damn time. Like, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time. What are deal breakers? At my age, I'm definitely not holding on to the potential of someone either. Like,
okay.
After 90 days, who that person is really who that person is. And my grandmother says after 6 weeks, you know what I'm saying? A person knows exactly what they want from you and they show you who they are. That's what my Gigi says now. But I mean, there are certain things that I do pay attention to. Like, does this person have friends? If they don't have no friends, that's a red flag for me as well. That's a red flag because that means you're gonna want all my time. That means, yeah, it's I need to meet your friends because I need to see you in your own environment when you're relaxed.
Element.
When people,
You got to see that.
when people know you, right? Know you. And it can't be just one-sided. It can't be you be around all my friends and I not meet yours. That's not how it works.
Right.
So I mean, there's certain things that you got to have a conversation about. But I think, yeah, in the beginning, at our age, you should say, you know, what are deal breakers for you?
It's funny
and be
that
honest with yourself. And be honest with yourself.
it's funny that you brought up the friend joint because another joint that was a red flag about her was so her and I awkwardly enough, I believe you recruited both of us for the last job I worked at. And that's where we met. So
I introduced y'all.
Yeah, you did.
At the Christmas party.
And that's where we met. And then so the first time I met her friend, she was like, hey, I just want, don't let them know that we met at work. I'm like, I'm not about to lie to your friends all night. Like, that's not even what I do. Like, I'm an honest person. Like, I mean, to a fault, honestly.
Right.
But I'm an honest person. Like, I'm like, fam, I'm not about to make my first experience with your friends lying. She's like, why can't you just do this for me? I'm like, we had different jobs, but I still work there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to lie because you feel some kind of way about working there. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, if that's a lie you want to carry with your friends, that's on you. If your friends ask you where we met, I'm not going to make up a false story. Like, I'm going to tell them I met her at work and you slid in my DMs. Like, that's what happened. Like,
right.
It is what it is. Red flag number 2. Oh, I should have ran. But there was a very well lesson learned in doing so.
Yeah.
And sometimes people get so caught up in how they like that person that they don't acknowledge those red flags, and it's very important to do so, man. But red flags aren't necessarily canceling that person out, but deal breakers do. So yeah, it is important to know your deal breakers versus what red flags are.
Right. Because because people, when you're dating someone, you're not going to do everything the exact same, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to think the same because you're two individualized people. So you have to figure out what you can and cannot deal with. My mom, she always says, you know, everybody's crazy. You got to figure out what kind of crazy you gonna deal with. The end. And I'm like, okay, you've been married
everybody.
for years.
We talking about guys or women?
Everyone.
Okay.
Men and women. Okay, men and women.
Okay, if you say so.
Are you saying men are crazy? We ain't even got that kind of time, because baby, we ain't even got that kind of time.
We might not. We might not.
Man,
we'll probably do it
though, because we can talk about that next time.
Bookmark it.
Thank you.
All right. So another joint though. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
Yeah. Where that person's been toxic and where I've been toxic. If I want to be honest, absolutely.
Okay, Queen, talk about it.
Absolutely. I was with somebody for 2 years and we were friends. We started out being friends and we should have remained being friends. There was a lack of trust on my end. And I am the type of person, well then, especially then, I didn't know how to be in a relationship. I didn't know how to bend for someone. And I didn't know how to walk away from a relationship either. So what I would do is push him. I would push him and push him and push him because I want you to leave. And yeah.
Is that a thing?
That was a thing for me, so I guess it's a thing. I'm being honest with you. I would push him.
I don't know.
And then when he finally snapped, I was thinking, what the hell was wrong with you? You know, once I pushed him to that point, then I'm sitting back very calm and like, what the hell is wrong with you? How do you snap? So I've been the toxic person, but I've also been in a toxic relationship where he was toxic, where he didn't trust me, where he needs to go through my phone and pop up at my house like you're just toxic. You want to argue about everything. Yeah. So yeah, I've been the giver and the receiver on that end. If I'm being honest with myself, everybody can't be honest with themselves on that, but I can be.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the scariest thing. I lived in a gated community, and when I found out that my significant other could get in my community without having my code, Jesus Christ!
Oh
Like,
no.
hey, I'm in a parking lot. Can you open the door? I'm like, first off, who let you in?
Okay. No, I had a guy. He wasn't even my man. I was just dating him. He's like, I'm gonna be at your gate in 30 minutes. Let me in. Like, nigga, what? No. But that goes back to the first conversation we had.
Red flags.
Yes, red.
Red flag.
You can't just pop up at my house and jump over no gates, sir.
You can't just give them that mac and cheese. Now, red flag on the play.
You can't do everything with
Flag
everybody. You hear me? That was the lesson I learned in that relationship.
You a mess. You are.
So I mean, yeah.
You are something else.
You
are something else.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead. What about you? Toxic? Have you ever been a toxic person though?
I mean, and I'm not just saying this. Like, I haven't. Like, I've never. No, I take that back. No, I will. I've never been toxic, but I have been in relationships with women that have wanted more, and I've been in the limbo, and that's been hard for them, and I haven't acknowledged it, so I can see how that is toxic. But what we're talking about right now, no, I've been the recipient of that. And I'm not that kind of person, dog. I'm super chills, man. I'm super chill. So when it comes to a person that just like drama, I'm very standoffish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will allow you to have an argument with yourself.
You sounded pretty toxic, or
Hell.
when he says I was in limbo, he doesn't acknowledge it. You're right, Mitch. He's not acknowledging his part in it. But hey,
I mean, we got to be in a relationship for us to acknowledge that it's toxic. You know what I'm saying? We kind of. I think. Look, man, the worst thing is to know you in a relationship and you ain't know about it.
Okay. So when do you know you're in a relationship? When you had the conversation, or what?
Great damn conversation. Yes, it's when you had a conversation. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. But
yeah.
I'll leave that for the podcast.
Okay.
But when do you know you're in a relationship? I feel like that's a conversation that both people need to have. So at this age, I'm 34 years old. So everybody I date, I'm dating with a purpose. I'm not looking for a girlfriend to be my girlfriend. I'm looking for a girlfriend that potentially be my wife, but we're not ready to be there yet. So we got to have this part first. So when I think about a relationship, you know what I'm saying, I put those pieces together, you know what I'm saying, and we're working towards that goal. So anybody that I date from here moving forward, I want to be on that same page.
Yeah. And you got to
that's a discussion. That's a discussion. Like, I think a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, have this mantra, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they'll just go through the motions and then expect that aligns with what they're looking for without having that conversation. And that conversation is very important. Because the sad part is, you can deal with a dude, and not myself personally, because like I said, I'm dating with a purpose. But a lot of dudes, like, you know what I mean, if I'm getting, and not to sound like our grandparents, but if I'm getting the milk from the cow for free, what am I pay for?
Correct. But I think, so I will have that conversation.
It's important.
Yeah, it is important. And I'm okay. I was a why child. I always ask a lot of questions as a child, and it ain't changed. So I will ask questions, especially going into dating, because I don't like to waste my time, and I don't want to waste no one else's time either. I do date with a purpose, and the person I'm dating, I'm just hoping and praying that we grow in the same direction, right? Because you're going to continue to grow, and so right, and so no, who's got time for that? But you're right. People are so afraid to have that conversation because they're afraid that, hey, I'm going to push that person away. Well, if you push that person away by asking those questions, that was not the person for you. Keep it moving.
I've had this conversation with women in my life that I'm friends with on several different occasions. Like, I mean, like, dog, like, if you want to know whether or not that dude is for you, you need to have that conversation in the beginning. Because once you 6 months, 7, 8 months in, and you afraid to have that conversation, like, you're investing your time.
That's not your person.
Yeah, but you've invested that time, and you waiting for that dude to say something, and he never is, because he already got everything that he's looking for in a relationship without having to do that. I will say this for this young lady that I was dating, and I still got nothing but love for her. But like, she did something that women hadn't done, and that's why she became my girlfriend thereafter. She said, "Hey, if I'm gonna date you, it's just gonna be me and you." You know what I'm saying? I got dudes that get at me every single day. I'm gonna focus on you. I need you to focus on me. If that's not what you want to do, then keep it moving. And I said, okay.
Got them grab them pearls in you for you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then you know what happened after that?
And let me tell you, and say I'm not ready for a relationship. I read this just today. Somebody sent it to me. If a man says I'm not ready for a relationship, the with you is silent. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, because in 6 months you're gonna be still in that I don't know what we are.
Exactly.
Casually dating. Because guess what? When he start dating somebody else who he really want to date, guess what he gonna say? Well, we was never in a relationship.
He gonna be like, deuces.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm too old. I'm 21 plus. I don't have time for that.
I'm not. You did not say 21.
I'm grown. Okay, I don't have time for that bullshit.
Flag in the play.
Yeah. Dating in your 30s is like, what does it say? Are we doing this shit or no? I got other shit to do.
Yeah.
Or no.
Man.
You gonna let me say 21 plus. Whatever. Yeah.
Hey, man, you have it, Dad. As far as I know, girl, you don't look no older than 19.
Thank you, friend. Ooh, I seen that face.
No, I almost spilled the liquor. It wasn't about you, girl. It wasn't. Are you flipping me off?
I had something in my eye, friend. Go
ahead. Are you flipping me off?
I had something in my eye, friend. I had something in my eye.
All right. So, yeah, man. All right. So, closing thoughts, man. We got to wrap it up, Dad. We've been here longer than our scheduled time. Actually, I don't know what time we started or what time we're supposed to end, but we here now. So, any closing thoughts for the people, man? Thank you, everybody, for joining in, man. We got more coming for you, but we don't want to hold up too much to y'all Sunday. What you got? What you got for the people, Nicole?
Never settle. That's all I got for people. Never settle.
Never settle. Never settle.
Never
man.
settle. And big dick energy can be deceiving. WAP is a thing, but you ain't gotta advertise that shit.
WAP is a thing, but you ain't got to advertise it, but a lot of y'all ain't got that WAP.
Okay.
Just like, you know, if a nigga ain't told you, look, man, if I'm in the jam, ooh, that shit get, yeah, we know how to fake it too.
We just better
Cats out the bag.
We just better at it.
Hey,
we just better at
y'all
it.
might be.
We better
but we know how to fake it too.
But I'm too old to fake it. Don't get me started on that conversation. I'm too old to fake it. I'm not faking shit for nobody.
Hey, I will finish out of spite.
I will not fake. I'm too old to fake it. Shit. This shit's terrible. Let me go in this top drawer real quick. Let me go in this top drawer real quick. I will not fake it. No.
Hey, yo. And with that,
that top drawer is real.
Hey, with that, we out.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Hey, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Y'all stay cool like y'all be cool, man. See y'all next time, man.